Hey guys, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this vocabulary lesson on 5 verbs to sound smart. Now, you may have already checked out my lesson on 5 nouns to sound smart, 5 adjectives to sound smart, and today we're looking at the verbs. So, from the top, we have the verb ostracize. All right, so repeat it after me, ostracize. Okay. So what ostracize means is to exclude someone generally from a social group, like a family or a team or any kind of religious group as well. So to exclude, shun, or snub them from a specific group. So for example, he was ostracized for his beliefs. So this person had different beliefs than the other people in his social group. And the other people in his social group basically pushed him away and didn't allow him to return. They looked down on him like he was less than them. He was ostracized. He was excluded from the group. So again, you can be ostracized for your beliefs. You can be ostracized for something you say. You can be ostracized for something you do. So for example, if you follow a system of faith, a religion that tells you that you have to act a certain way. If a person doesn't act that way, they could be ostracized by members of their religious community. Okay? Next one, garner. So look at my hands. Garner, which means to get, to acquire, to earn. You can also think of it as to collect. So the example we have on the board is they garnered a poor reputation. So this group of people basically acquired a poor reputation for their beliefs or their actions. You can also, for example, garner evidence. Like if you're a police officer, you can also garner information. So you can say, we have been trying to garner, collect, or get or acquire as much information as possible. Or the police haven't garnered enough evidence to, send the suspect to jail. Next, we have contemplate. Now, some of you might be familiar with this word because it's similar to something, in a Spanish language, for example. And to contemplate means to consider or to think about something. So, for example, we have contemplated moving to a new city. So this could be a family or a boyfriend and girlfriend or a couple, and they have, we have talked about it, we have thought about it, we have considered, contemplated moving to a new city. So if you're having a difficult time making a decision, or it takes you a long time to think about the process of decision making, you can use the word contemplate, okay? Next one is differentiate. So you might already see the word or hear the word difference, right, in this word. Differentiate is the verb form of difference. So to be able to tell the difference, you can differentiate between two or more things or people or objects. For example, I can't differentiate between my twin cousins. An important thing to remember about differentiate is if you want to talk about and mention the two things you are comparing, you can use the preposition between. So you differentiate between A or B or A and B. Okay? So to be able to tell the difference, my twin cousins look the same, I can't differentiate between the two of them. And finally, we have the verb fluctuate. This comes from the noun fluctuation. So to fluctuate is to change or vary, usually at regular intervals. So the sentence we have on the board relates to the stock market. For example, the dollar has been fluctuating, has been going up, going down, changing, hasn't been stable a lot this month. So if something is constantly changing, going up, going down, going left, going right, it is fluctuating. So what are some things that can fluctuate? We can talk about the economy. You can also talk about the weather. So you can say the weather has been fluctuating a lot this week. You can also talk about, your beliefs or the things you say, if they're inconsistent with one another. Okay, guys, so from the top, let's just listen and repeat for the pronunciation of these words. Ostracize, garner, contemplate, differentiate, and fluctuate. Okay, guys, so again, if you want to test your understanding of how to use these words in a sentence, how to spell them correctly, and just, how to use them correctly. I mean, even if you know what the word is, it's a different story to be able to use it and incorporate it into your everyday vocabulary. All right, guys, as always, check out the quiz on engVid.com, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys later. Take care.